players only, and then we'll keep Coach around to answer a few more. Coach, when you're ready.
Okay. This is a tough loss for us at home, and I thought that it was a pretty good battle. It kind of bounced back and forth for a little while, and just a couple plays, possessions where, we'd have a 3 rim out and they'd go right down and hit a 3, and we just needed to be able to kind of get a score and a stop to kind of get over the hump, and it just never really happened. But I'm proud of the way we fought, and we gave up 99 points. That's too many, but I think it was a competitive game, and we're proud to be a part of it.
Questions for players, please?
So, Amy, you really did think it came down to defense, not getting the stops, and then having some shots from it?
Yeah.
Question for players.
Oh, sorry.
Players, yeah. Sure, go ahead.
Sorry.
It's because you went over.
Okay. Wow. Oh. Bus tires hurt. Ty, I guess I could just keep the same question. Did you think it came down to defense?
Well, I think 88 points should be enough to win. I thought in the second half we didn't stick to our game plan and we didn't deny them as much as we would have liked and as much as we did in the first half. I thought that we need to do a better job of sticking to our game planning and denying their passes so they didn't get to pass it around and get everything easy on offense.
Polly, how do you go about stopping a team like that they go out and they have 5 scores in double figures, and obviously they're shooting the lights out in the first half from 3. How do you go about, if you see them down the road, slowing them down?
I think just picking up our defensive intensity. It was a lot of missed shots. They made shots, but they missed shots too, and there was a lot of times that we didn't get those rebounds that they missed, and they got those rebounds, and they went back up for and ones, or they got kickouts for 3s, and those are just plays that we can control, and we did it tonight.
Polly, too, they're plus 12 on the glass, and it's not very often that you guys get are in that deficit. Did you think that was obviously a big key for them? Second chance points in the paint, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think it was. I think that's a big key for any team. Anytime you step on the court, you want to win that rebounding battle, and that's one thing that Coach Williams always talks to our team about is winning the rebounding battle. And of course, we didn't do that tonight, giving up 4 offensive rebounds to 1 player. I just don't think that's a good job, and we got to work just to get better at boxing out and getting tougher and grabbing those rebounds.
Playing a tough team like this, could it be a good preparation for the tournament?
Yeah, I think. This is the second time around, and we all know now that if we, got to focus on the first game, but they'll be on our route to the tournament. But I just think that we learn something each game, and we just have to keep working at practice and work to get better so we can do better next game.
Anything else for the players? 1 or 2 more?
Polly, how about going into the tournament now? Bouncing back from this a week to get ready?
Yeah, there's always a lot of stuff to work on, and I think we'll get that accomplished. And I think right now we're just going to focus on that first game and focus on how to win that game and our strategy to win, and from there we'll see. So we'll just focus on our next game because that's the most important game to us, our next game.
Is it nice to, after the last couple of weeks, really fight to try and get the position that you wanted, to have that part of it over and know who's in front of you? It's Western Illinois, and kind of just be able to kind of laser focus on exactly what's in front of you now, no more wondering as far as that's concerned?
Yeah, it is nice. We worked so hard to get that 3rd position because we had that rough patch at the beginning, and it's just good to know that we got it and it's sealed, and now we know what we have to do, and we're going to focus on that and do it.
Any comment about after the game, Polly?
Oh, goodness. It's too much. It's too much for me to handle today. Too many emotions. I'm really happy, but, I'm really surprised. So it's a good day, even though it would have been better if we would have won.
All right, thank you, players.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We're more game sport.
Under 10 minutes left in the game. I mean, you guys are trying to fight back, but you really just couldn't get over that hump. Couldn't get it back within 5. Couldn't get it back within 6. Where do you think the struggles for those last 2 minutes came? Like, why do you feel you guys couldn't get right back into it?
I think a big key is just that, we were, we have players playing 30 minutes a game, and they're fresh, a little bit fresher, and it just seems like, at times we settled for outside jump shots, and they were taking it to the basket and getting themselves to the free throw line, and I thought that was the big difference there in the second half, is just, at times we kind of were with maybe a little bit tired legs settling for jump shots, and they were continuing to attack and getting themselves to the foul line.
Amy, the 2 games you played, and they've had their 2 highest offensive outputs of the season. Any commonalities, though, in your opinion, between those games, things that now 2 games in a row, they've kind of had an edge on?
I don't really think so. I mean, at their place, I think it was, they had tremendous outside shooting. They hit 13 three-pointers in that game, and then today they hit 35 free throws. And it's just, it's kind of different ways that they're attacking. I don't really see any commonalities to it. I just think that it's, it's a very difficult team to defend, and they've found a way to have good nights, against us, and both times out, and we obviously need to improve some things defensively against them, but I think it was kind of a different ball game here today.
How about the rebounding battle?
I mean, that was really kind of the story. We talked about that being the battle within the battle today, and that we were going to have to find a way, and we got out-rebounded by 12. And for us, if we get out-rebounded by 1 rebound, that's a devastating loss for us. And then to get dominated on the boards by 12 rebounds is just something that, our team can't overcome.
So it's the 4 seed in Western Illinois. Just talk about, kind of want to ask Polly, just knowing exactly what's in front of you, no more fighting to get a certain spot, you know where you're at, you know what's in front of you, how you're going to have to go about it if you want to win the tournament, and just speak to the situation as it's unfolded for you here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, we put ourselves in a position. We're in that 4 seed. That 4-5 is going to be an extreme battle. I think last year in the first round, Western went into a double overtime game, scored over 100 points. So it's another team that's kind of similar to South Dakota State in the fact that they have a lot of different kids that can put it up in big numbers, and they are an offensive kind of juggernaut. So we're going to have to find a way to play much better defensively up there in that Summit League tournament and not give up 99 points.
Any advantage to having played them so recently?
I don't know that it's an advantage for anybody. I mean, we've seen them. We know what they're going to do. They've seen us. They know what we're going to do. I mean, it's the preparation part. Both teams will be very prepared, and I think that it's kind of an equal advantage either way.
Coach, as far as the bracket as a whole goes, I think a lot of teams just kind of picking each other off. You guys had more success against IPY than SDSU did, and Fort Wayne seemed to have other people's numbers. What's your take on how this is going to factor in, and does that make matchups more important? If one team, they might have the same record, but for whatever reason they kind of got their number, and that can dictate a lot of things.
I think you're right, Terry, but I think when you go to that Summit League tournament, I think that you can kind of throw all that stuff out. I think, anything can happen up there. It's March Madness. It's that time of year, and I think that, while it may be in the back of some people's minds about, we struggled with this team or that team or whatever, but I think for the most part, I think everybody goes to that tournament hungry. Everybody wants to have a chance to play in the NCAA tournament, and everybody's going to go up there with that same focus and determination to knock off their opponent, whoever that may be.
One or two more? Good? Okay, great. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Amy.
Thanks.